Be part of the future changes that the world is currently experiencing. Bitcoinference Europe sets its first event in the capital of Europe, Brussels. Whether we like it or not, the evolution of finance is inevitable. The one-day conference stops by Brussels to discuss the future of our financial behavior, the future of being connected, and all the new opportunities that the blockchain is creating for us. Bitcoinference Europe will be held at the Proximus Lounge in Brussels, Belgium, on June 1, 2018. The main stage will welcome 12 inspiring speakers from the blockchain industry.
Hello, this is Matt Connolly from the United States. I'm a guy who's been involved in crypto since 2010 when I first heard about it and didn't understand it and sort of dismissed it like a lot of people. I've then gotten really interested in it when I saw what it could do once I began to understand it, and that's always the key. Once you understand something, you see how relevant it can be to other parts of your life. As far as me personally, I made my living for 25 years as a professional auto racing driver and team owner. I've also been involved in a number of businesses, a lot of real estate development here in the States. I've run for public office. I ran for United States Congress twice. I finished second, which means I lost. But that was also a big eye-opening experience because what that did, it allowed me to see how badly the world needs to have its books bound. It's the money that gets spent in certain areas, especially public money, spent by people who don't own the money but just control it, meaning the politicians. That's a big area where cryptocurrency and blockchain could be very helpful to people, the citizens, the people whose actual money it truly is. Because when there's accountability on every level, all of a sudden the politicians can't borrow money to buy votes and spend it in ways that they say they're not spending it in. And that's really was my big motivation for running for office. It wasn't for power, control, or fame, or glory, or anything. It was to make the people who are in charge accountable to the people who they are supposed to serve. And that's something that's often lost in the world of politics because it becomes a popularity contest and who can raise the most money. And that really isn't as it should be. So all of this brought me in a sort of a backwards way deeper into the crypto and the blockchain world, because the biggest aspect of blockchain that separates it from everything else is that it is 100% based on accountability. The accountability of multiple ledgers, the fact that people who don't know each other in any way can do transactions, even large transactions, that will be guaranteed in a transparent way and be backed up by countless other people who will be there to ensure the accountability and the correctness of the transaction. And when you do that, all of a sudden you have a new level of trust and a new level of clarity as far as what you want to accomplish. You can do all sorts of business that doesn't revolve around a pre-existing relationship or people knowing people or that sort of issue where you have to have a reference or proven number of likes or positive referrals or anything like that. What crypto and blockchain allows you to do is conduct business based on face value and letting people make the decisions they want to make. And once they've decided to go through with the transaction, you know that it's going to go the way it was planned. And that's the other part of like when you get into smart contracts and things like that, where everything has to happen. And the contract itself is actually agnostic about the relationship and about the transaction. As long as enough things or boxes are checked off on both sides to complete the smart contract, it goes through. And so if the smart contract was written properly by both parties, then there can be no dispute, which will once again take out the lawyers out of a lot of transactions, which of course is always a good thing because lawyers make their money from conflict, not from resolution. And if the world wants to move forward, we want to move forward based on resolution, not based on conflict.
With over 500 attendees expected, be sure to meet with us in Brussels to discuss the future of finance. Don't miss this unique opportunity. Register now. Visit www.bitcoinferenceeurope.com for more information.